Hey, random people out there on the internet. If you've been following along, this is the beginner series in our first project. The intention here was to show that you can use some reclaimed material or cheap material and some rudimentary tools and do a project. I don't know if you followed along, and I don't know if you did your own little project, but if you did, you're probably a little bit like me. Well, it's okay. Not great. Made a few mistakes. It's not entirely without defects. So the real question is, did we enjoy doing it? So that's the whole idea here, is that if we're going to do this as a hobby or even try to make a little money off of it, is it something we enjoy? So let's take a look and see what we did. Here's our finished product here. Again, there are some imperfections. There are some things that I wish I could have done better. And certainly there are other things we could have done. We could have left the holes out, put some feet in it, and made a step stool out of it. We could have done a number of things differently. But the reason that I didn't do it differently is that with a rudimentary set of tools, you got to kind of stick with simple projects. The next level is to move up your tool set. If I had a router, I could bevel these edges, make them look softer, prettier. With a table saw, I could have had a lot straighter rip cuts, made it a little bit prettier. You know, with a miter saw, all of my cuts would be exactly square and pretty. But if those are only tools that you have, then this is kind of what you can do. You can do a little bit better. And if you'll take your project and look at it and look at what went well and what didn't go well, then you can determine your next level. What tool do you need next? That sort of thing. And the whole idea is that if you have decided that, yeah, this is something I want to do, then a small project like this will give you an idea of the next step for you. Now, I have a lot of tools, but nobody expects you to go out and buy all those tools at the same time. So in upcoming videos, we'll take and start to step up the game a little bit. Maybe go and get us some more tools so that we can begin to make more complicated and more intricate products. We can start making things that make us even happier than we are. Start using different stains, start using different types of materials, and so on and so forth, until we get to where we're really having a good time. And that's the whole idea behind this, is that as a hobby, I want to have fun. That's what I want to do. And for me, having fun is taking something that could be somebody else's garbage and making something out of it that might be useful. Now, time for full disclosure. I told you at the beginning of this video series that I was going to use a limited number of tools. I used more tools than I showed, so let's take a look at what I actually used. Okay, so I had said that I would use my jigsaw, my drill, the blades, the bits, square, and a pin. Well, I also ended up using a tape measure, a ruler, some glue, a hammer, a screwdriver, a compass, and some clamps. Chances are you have most of these already if you've been doing any work with wood. I suggest that you do get you some clamps. If you're going to be using glue, you're going to want clamps to hold things together. If you're going to make circles, you probably want a compass. But if you don't have these, this whole table is probably less than $100 as far as the tools go. So again, you can get in on a budget. Whether you can continue on a budget depends on how you spend your money on the next level tools. So in the next video, that's what we're going to look at. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed my video. And if you have, hey, maybe subscribe to my channel and let others know that I'm out there. If nothing else, I want to make sure that you remember, always be safe. Thanks.